All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn. We got Chetwayo La Borde with us as promised. And Seth has his book. The book is entitled You're Not Sick. You're just, what is it, malnourished? Malnourished. That's right. All right, so let's bring Seth in via Zoom. And we'll chat with him for the next 10 minutes. Seth.
Good morning, Seth on Synergy TV, all of Barbados and all of our viewers from Trinidad and Tobago as well.
Nice one.
I know I have been mentioning about my book for quite a while now, so it is now available. As you can see here, you are not sick, you are malnourished. Now, what I'm excited about this book, why it's me putting a part of me out there. When I say a part of me, I am taking years of research, years of studies, years of experience and interactions with people, all right, with regards to reversing diseases, and I am putting it in a black and white form for people to access. One of the reasons, too, is my clinic. It's called Chetwayo's Holistic Health Clinic. It used that term, holistic meaning full healing, encompassing everything. But, you know, it's a word that has been misused, so a lot of people have the wrong idea or concept of what it is I do. Now, I've mentioned before, I'm the only person in Trinidad and Tobago that does what I do. In fact, I'm the only person within the Caribbean that I'm aware of that does what I do, reversing diseases without the use of any drugs, supplements, tonics, or any of the sort, because it is based on root cause. What this book is going to do, it is going to dismantle everything that you know about diseases. And it's going to dismantle it with biological truth, scientifically backed data, and from clinical experience, right? From real life people that have been healed utilizing these principles and measures. It is going to challenge and combat decades of misinformation that have been plaguing societies, that have caused us to accept disease as a natural part of life. And if you think about it, Stefan, if you go outside and you see a diseased bird, a diseased cow, a diseased any organism, it is an alarm for anyone, because these are not common things. It's an alarm. Why is this organism diseased? You go to a pond and you see fishes belly up. That's an alarm, right? But when it comes to humans being sick, we see that as a natural part of our life. It's not natural anywhere else in nature, but when it comes to us, we see it as a natural part. That is due to years of misinformation. We have been programmed to accept disease, and it's all for profit. This book goes into that. It goes into the history of the medical system. It's not speculation, no. It is actually showing evidence and concrete evidence as to why this system is how it is. There are people that would dismiss me, even though they don't know nothing about what my clinic is about. They would dismiss simply because of those years of misinformation. Somebody is coming to say that they can reverse a disease. They have been programmed so much to believe that you can't reverse most things. It sounds weird. So then they are skeptical about me, but they are not skeptical about those that say you need to spend money for the rest of your life managing something that you're not supposed to have, right? But they're not skeptical about that. This book is going to dismantle all of it. It is going to dismantle all of it. And, you know, people would say, most people, and I've seen, let me not say most people, I've seen a few people comment and talk about my consultation fee. Not understanding my consultation fee is a one-time fee. It's a one-time fee, right? And I have had people just from a consultation alone was able to reverse their irreversible disease. But they'll say $1,000 for a consultation, that's too expensive. But those are the same ones that would pay tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, some even as far as millions, in treating a condition that they have been told they can reverse. Right?
True.
But they would say, Exactly, exactly. Had a popular individual that spent over $2.9 million dollars, and they told him he have until 2026 to live, and he didn't even complete 2025,
True.
right?
That is true.
But people don't question those things. They just accept it. They just accept it. We accept cancer, right? You would get to understand what causes cancer. So someone came and visited me yesterday, right? They just walked in, and because somebody sent them by me. And they said, well, somebody just told them about me, so they just came. All right. So I was like, what's the issue they're having? They told me the issue that they're having. I said, well, I only operate on appointments, but let me ask you something. I say, what was it diagnosed as? They say, well, they didn't they don't go by doctors and stuff because they don't trust doctors. They prefer the natural way and herbs and stuff like that.
Right.
And I was like, okay, but what caused your problem? Well, they don't know. I said, but you want to treat your problem, but you don't understand what caused it. That's the mindset of many people. How much people even care about what caused their health issue? All they are looking for is a means in which to suppress the symptom. So whether they go by the doctor for medication, whether they go by the naturopath for supplements, or whether they go by the herbalist for tonics, all of those things are not addressing the root cause. What caused your problem?
Yeah.
That is what this book addresses. The root cause. If you do not know the cause of your problem and all you're focusing on is to suppress the symptom, what you're going to be doing is you're going to move through life, jumping from one disease to another. You suppress the symptom because the root cause isn't addressed, another issue jump up across here. You remove this organ, because this is the organ now that's affected. You remove the organ. People are of the belief, if I remove the organ, the issue is no longer taking place. No, is the organ no longer there?
Yeah.
Right? So then the issue is going to jump somewhere else now. And that is how people have been going through life, jumping from one disease, one malfunction, one ailment to another. All because nobody wants to spend time to understand the root cause. You are not sick, you are malnourished. You are malnourished. When we get to understand that, this is why I want people to get this book. Here's something. This is the only book of its kind ever written. There is no other book in the world written on the root causes of diseases. No other book. Right? This is unique. And it is coming out of Trinidad, which is also something we should be very proud of as well. Right? It is coming out of Trinidad. A lot of people would expect something like this to come out of some other first world country and so forth. Right? No, it's coming out of Trinidad, a Caribbean-based book that is diving into the foundation of diseases, where you can use this book and then realize the value of nutritional therapy. If people were hesitant to come to see me, by the time you read this book, you wouldn't be hesitant. You're going to realize, this guy actually knows what he's speaking about. Because now I have the opportunity to present. In fact, hasn't that been the case why I have been on the program? It's because of the depth of information and scientifically backed data I have been presenting when I present whatever disease I have been looking at on this program. It's what, 4.5 years now, Stefan?
Yeah.
Right?
It's some years well, and you have been bringing you've never done a show where you wasn't able to back up what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So this would help people to become a bit more interested. A bit more interested in science, in understanding root cause. It would help reprogram your mind to look at things from root cause, because that is something people don't do. All right. Everybody.
I ask you something.
Yes, go ahead, sure.
Right? Just one of the old, I don't know if it's a myth or a fact, a reality, I don't know. Now, it's not good for you, and I want to make this very clear. I'm not encouraging anybody to do this, right? I used to do it. I stopped a long time. On a pack of cigarettes, it says that smoking can cause cancer. Okay?
Yeah.
Is that a fact? I've always wanted to ask you this. I don't think I've ever asked you this. But is that a fact? Because this is the thing, right? You will see somebody 70, 75, 80 years old, smoking a cigarette. And they may be more likely to die from a heart attack or issues relating to their lungs than cancer.
Right.
But
Now,
they connect in the medical world. It connects smoking to cancer specifically on the path.
Right. Now, smoking is one of, if not the number one cause for lung cancer.
Right.
But what people need to understand is the majority percentage of smokers do not die from lung cancer. They die from cardiovascular diseases.
Right.
Now, what people also need to know is that smoking is one of the main causes behind them dying from these cardiovascular diseases.
Right.
All right. Now, cancer, like I said, the majority of cancer cases are smokers.
Right.
So we know for a fact smoking does cause cancer.
Okay.
But is it that's how it's going to kill you? No, it might most likely kill you from developing a cardiovascular disease first.
Okay.
Because remember, the smoking is like instant glycation. Glycation is also something that I dealt with in the book. For those that are wondering what that is, get the book, you'll get to understand what glycation is. And that can cause the stiffening of blood vessels, reducing elasticity, causing plaque and stuff to build up in your arteries, and that can lead to stroke and heart attacks. All right? Now, because you smoke and you're inhaling things into your lungs, you have that glycation taking place in the lungs as well, and that can also develop into cancer. All right?
Okay. All right.
So, yes, smoking definitely does cause cancer. It's like the main thing.
Right.
That
So
causes lung
the reason
cancer.
the reason why I ask you that, right, is because it is a familiar thing to people. All right? That is something that would be very familiar, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I ask you that is because you have the book and it's dealing with the root cause of problems, right? You are a controversial person because you challenge the medical fraternity.
Yeah.
But I just wanted people to see and hear that it's not everything that you challenge the medical fraternity on. So you're not going to say, well, no, smoking doesn't cause cancer, is where you eat and this, that, you know. You understand what I'm saying? So exactly what you said there is along the scientific, you gave the science their credit in terms of establishing that lung cancer is something that you can get from smoking.
Correct.
You also gave the scientific credit to cardiovascular diseases and things like that. It was not something that you say, no, the medical fraternity don't know what they're saying and this, that, and the other. I just want you to understand that Chetwayo La Borde is not somebody that just challenges everything coming out of the medical fraternity. There are things that you will give credit to, and you often refer to PubMed.
Correct.
Which is a medical platform.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So I just want you to understand, the book is not separate and apart from everything that the medical, that a doctor will tell you. Where you differ is that you are saying, instead of these medications that are being prescribed to you, that you will probably have to live on for the rest of your life, there is a nutritional way to fix the problem rather than maintain the problem.
Correct.
And I just want people to understand that that is that has always been the difference between you and what people will recognize as their conventional medical advisors or what you call them, doctors or whatever.
Yes, and this is also why I think I mentioned this sometime in the past on a segment. When the medical fraternity refers to something as irreversible or incurable, it means through medication. It is irreversible or incurable through medication. Right? Meaning if you have this issue, you are not addressing root cause and you're trying to take pills and surgeries and these things to try to fix or reverse that issue. No, it is irreversible in that means. But if you address root cause, That's where the story changes.
That's where, yeah.
You can reverse those things through root cause, all right? Because you are now addressing what is the source of the problem. What is the deficiency contributing to that issue? What is in the diet and lifestyle that is causing this problem to exist, and you are addressing it from there. If you want to maintain the same lifestyle, then you would continue to have the disease. Right? And you
Understood.
have to continue to pop the pills. If you are willing to change the lifestyle and diet, then you are on the right track to reversing it, to regaining some life, to regaining your ability to enjoy life and improve your quality of life. Like I asked somebody sometime, which one you would prefer, to watch your grandchildren play or to play with your grandchildren? Right? And these are things we have to think about. Because a lot of people could only watch their grandchildren or even their children play. They can't join in because of all the health issues. I don't want to live long where I have a poor quality of life. Better I die now. Right? I want quality of life. Quality of life. To be able to enjoy interactions with people. And that is what we should be aiming for. All right? But this book will help you to understand that. It will help you to understand why certain changes need to be made. Why it is people need to not be hesitant to contact Chetwayo La Borde, contact Chetwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, book an appointment, come and see me. So this book is going to give a lot more credibility, and I am waiting to see what the skeptics are going to say, because the amount of science and the amount of references I have to back what is discussed in this book. Because keep in mind, Stefan, even though you might get doctors that would not like what I'm saying from the segment. Remember, the segments are not me going into what my clinic is about. I might just be talking about this particular disease, how this disease is caused and whatnot, what should be and shouldn't be done. But I'm not going into what the clinic is about. Now I'm going into it in this book. I'm going into it in this book. Then people would see what it's about. Let me see them challenge that.
All right.
So that's what I'm hoping to see.
Well, Seth, before we wrap up here, how is the book available in stores now?
All right, so you could direct purchase from me. I'm still working on it in stores to get it available in stores. I know we have international viewers, so I'm working on getting it on Amazon. And as soon as I do, I would publicly make that statement so people internationally can be able to purchase this book on Amazon. I mean, everything is already basically there. It's just to format it correctly for Amazon. And that's what I'm going to get done this week. All right. But for those locally, you can purchase directly from me. All right. In San Fernando, Padmore Street, San Fernando. Those that want it delivered to them, I would utilize TT Post delivery, which is a $35 fee. The book is going for $400 TT dollars. If you want a signed copy, it's $450. All right. If you want it delivered, you just add $35 to that, and that is Trinidad and Tobago delivery. All right. So I'm trying to make it as easy for people to get access to this book as possible. All right. So contact me. Contact me. Of course, the number 7611952 or 2793935. We have online payment options. We have basically all payment options available, whether it's online debit, credit card, bank transfer. If you come in person, you could pay via debit or credit card or cash. So whichever option that's more convenient to you, it is available. All right, so it's available.
All right. Well, Seth, thanks a lot. And, well, like I said, Seth just said, you can call him to order the book. It is 2793935. That is 2793935 or 7611952. That's 7611952. Seth, thanks a lot, man.
Thanks for having me. Remember,
I'll take a read on that.
You are not sick, you are malnourished. As soon as you get back, I will be sending one for you.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Nice.
You're welcome.
Nice Chetwayo La Borde, man. Seth has been with us long, 4.5 years, Wee boy. All right.